Welcome to the Cova 49 channel. For those new viewers that are just checking out my channel and want to subscribe, I've been making videos since 2011. I'm a gun collector, and I've also been a machinist all my life as my occupation, and I kind of combined all of that and the hobby of photography, so I make the videos to post videos on the YouTube platform. And generally this video I use as an intro, and also in the past I've used as a channel update. So that's what's going to be a little bit of both with this intro video. Now, as far as the firearms and that, what I've usually covered is firearms, and what time period I cover, I have some examples here. I do a very broad, very vast area. I do repro black powder guns like this Euro Arms Enfield musket, which is a reproduction gun. I take it out and I do fire it. Then I go up to the next level, and I do have some original time period pieces from about the 1850s, 1840s, which is something new I'm going into as originals also, and we're going to go out and shoot those. Until the next period, which was the black powder cartridge gun, much like this Mauser 1871, the French Gras, the US trapdoors. I work with those and I reload, and I do reload both black powder and smokeless. Then as we go through time, bumping up into the smokeless rifle period of the 1890s, I also cover that and have many examples. This Mosin Nagant Model 91 is an example. I've done a series on the German Gewehr 1888 rifle and other guns of that period. And then when we get up into that's basically your World War I guns, and a lot of the black powder guns kind of spill over to that. And I do some work. The World War II weapons, there's a lot of people out there that make excellent videos and have excellent channels on it. So it's kind of hard for me to outdo them, and there's a lot of people doing it because it's a very common interest area. One gun I zoned in on was the Carcano rifles. And the reason for that is it's kind of a custom reload job, much like the Austrian M95s and that. And I kind of specialize on something people don't do a lot of work on. Those are the types of guns. But I've had requests for like 7mm, 8mm reloading, and we'll probably in the future be working and doing more with more of the more common World War II type weapons. I also do civilian sporting guns, and we get into some of the more older, like I have a few repros of the Sharps rifles from the late 1800s in 50-70. I had one in 38-55, and more of a cowboy action type thing. And I do have some modern replicas of these older firearms, like the Colt single action and that. And of course, the Winchester 94, an American classic. It's kind of like you can't really be into guns without owning one of these. And of course, I go all the way until somewhat modern times with the AR-15 system and AK-47 SKS. I have all of these. I really haven't done a lot of work with them in the past, but there is interest, and a lot of my subscribers have asked, especially in terms of reloading for these guns. So probably you'll see more reloading videos on these types of weapons. Okay, and I cover handguns also. Or more modern guns. I recently done a series on budget-priced hunting rifles because I was reloading ammunition for my friends that hunt and that, and it kind of broadens my base. A lot of the reloading in like 270, 243, the non-military calibers I've done more or less to help my friends out. I do cover things like this CZ70, which is a mil surplus handgun, which I recently acquired, and I'll do things like review a more modern gun, which was very popular video was like this Taurus Spectrum, something that's new on the market, fairly a modern firearm, and I'll just go out and test it and give an opinion or a review on it. So I do a lot of wide and varied things here. That should, sooner or later, I'll make a video that somebody will be interested in. So it covers a very broad thing there. There's some big changes in the channel, and this is where I'm getting into the update part now. I've had situations change in my personal life with health issues and other problems to where I'm going to have to make some changes in my own life, personal life. And I brought this up in a few videos where I was asking for channel support and help. And what's going to happen is I'm going to go into more or less like a retirement mode, let's say. And so now I'll have time to kind of shift and spend more time working with my channel and doing other things. And in the past, people have volunteered support, but I never really had a system set up for it. And from now on, and then we got into the different policies of YouTube and that, and I will discuss that in more other videos as we go along. The monetizing the videos with advertisements. I was thinking of stopping it and kind of discussed it and got some feedback, and then I went back, reversed, changed my mind. I'm going to keep monetizing the videos. But what is new, and what you will see in all of the videos I make from a certain point, I am not going to go back and do this to all the old videos because I have over 700 of them posted on YouTube over the years. What I'm going to do is down in the description box, I'm going to put 2 links. And these links will be a way for you to support my channel. Okay, the first link will be Patreon, and Patreon is where you set up a system where you donate a monthly donation or patronage to the channel for support. And I set up a goal that if I could get all my subscribers to donate $1 a month, which would be $12 a year, through Patreon, as kind of like a start thing. And then I made a second level because there were people that were asking for something. They needed either for me to manufacture something or produce something for them, or they needed more direct hands-on help with a reloading problem or a problem with a firearm they had. They needed more specialized help, advice, or information. And so you have that, what we call special projects level, which is $5 a month. So if you go to the Patreon link, you'll see there's 2 different donations there. And some people, without wanting anything, people have donated anywhere from $1 to $10 a month. And I thank everyone for their support, but that's one way. Some people say, okay, well, you did a video or a series of videos, you helped me, and I'd like to send you something for your help on this one thing. And I really didn't have any type of a venue. There's another link for a PayPal pool to my channel. And that's just where, say you want something from me, or say, hey, you have this part, and I say, yeah. Send me $15 or $20 and I'll mail the part to you. You could go to that pool link and then just drop the money in there and I'll mail out the part to you. Or if you just like to support the channel and send me $10, $20 to support the channel one time, you can do it through that. Now these links will be in the beginning of the description of all the videos I make from a certain point in time, and that is something new which I've set up to where you can support the channel. Now, where else we're going is in making these videos. I've done some where I just talk on a subject matter, and I found that with some of my subscribers, not all of them, but a small group of people, really like the idea of an open forum to discuss certain issues, be it with YouTube, its policies, with gun control and the policies, and a lot of things intertwined with that. I've always done my gun show report, which I got another one of those coming up, because during the years of the panic buying, it was always a popular video. And I'm also going to cover some other topics in these, call them video forums or discussions, or where I talk about a certain topic. And I'm going to cover things like the U.S. economy, my observations of the workforce, you know, basically pertaining to the type of work I do. It's not going to pertain to everything, but my thoughts on that and how it affects the average working person. Healthcare issues. I know a lot of the younger subscribers, this isn't a topic for them, but those of us that are over 55 and older, these are some pretty important things in our everyday life. Healthcare, VA health benefits. I'm going to have to start dealing with them, so I'll keep people informed. And really, it's hard to find a lot of this information, and that's why I kind of want to make a video and just speak my mind out about it, because it may help somebody. I actually was in a situation where if it wasn't for a person who went through the same thing I did and had to do all this, I had no source of information how to take care of things. Okay, I got it from one friend. Okay, I was lucky. He sat down and explained to me everything that I had to do. And I will cover this in different topics: Social Security, disability, healthcare insurance, you know. These are kind of important topics, and I think people just don't reasonably talk or explain the little minute details that are important to the everyday person having to deal with this, other than this grandiose crap or flyers and stuff. But I'm starting to get carried away. But more on that. I'm going to have more videos like that coming along now, and I'll have the time to make them. Sit down in the morning, get a topic of discussion. And please feel free to comment or whatever, you know. I think this will help people, even if it's just a few, help somebody. So basically that's about it. I will have more time to do things. I'm trying to keep track now, and all the different comments and things that are emailed to me, I'm trying to respond more to people. If you send me a comment like, hey, I bought a gun like this and it's really neat and cool and I like it, and just make a statement like that, which really isn't a question, and you know, hey, I like your comments, but I'm not really going to answer back to that. Okay, when somebody goes, hey, I have a rifle like this, I'm trying to reload for it, I have a problem, you know, what do you think it is? I'm going to try to get to answer people's questions like that first. Or, you know, like some people, I got this gun, what's it worth? Well, you know, go buy a gun value. Okay, and that's a hard thing to answer, okay, because I'll cover that in the video. I've covered a couple of them on gun values and, hey, what's my gun worth, you know. So that's where we're going. That's like the update and what's new. Those of you who have been with me all this time, thanks. Those of you who have supported my channel in the past few months, now that I've opened up these venues, and your generous donations are helping for me to carry on and do more work for my YouTube channel. You know, it has helped me out a lot. I'd like to say thank you and stay tuned.